So I decided to do this at the beginning of the video so you guys know what you're going to be running into. This is supposed to be my normal, ordinary video, but I woke up on the bad side of the bed and I just got tired of a lot of things. And I've kept quiet for way too long. And I don't know if any of you are true friends of me or not. If you are a true friend of me, even though we never met in person, leave the hashtag cancel woke culture. Hashtag cancel woke culture. Anyways, I believe a lot of y'all, maybe I can be completely wrong, but I think a lot of y'all probably just unsubscribed from my channel, which is fine. I don't care. I wasn't into it to become popular. I wasn't into it to, grow to fame or anything and make money off it or anything. This is just something I do in my spare time. This is something that's just a hobby. It's all it is. But I'm just tired of, woke culture. I really am. I'm sick of it. Watching it all the time when I'm trying to watch a favorite show of mine, and then episode comes up and here comes a scene that I don't want to see. Here comes a scene that has nothing to do with the story. It has nothing to do with the original characters or their personality traits or anything that was originally written in the book. Let's say comics for a reason. Those of you who know who woke culture and all that crap, what comes with it. The problem with woke culture is they tend to say, well, no, we're not trying to take away your freedom of speech. Well, first of all, you need to read the First Amendment, freedom of speech, okay? It's a principle that supports the freedom of an individual or a community to articulate their opinions and ideas without a fear of retaliation, censorship, or legal sanction. Now, we got the fear of retaliation, we got the censorship going, and we got legal sanctions happening all over the place because they don't like our opinions or ideas as an individual or as a group community. So I'm just sick of it. Take that away and America is no more. So America is not 100% perfect. Obviously, there's all kinds of problems, including government and political sides and all this other bullshit. And I'm sorry to start with this rant in the beginning of my video, but you'll see another rant at the end of this video. So there it is. But, they said that they're not trying to get rid of our First Amendment, but that's exactly what they're doing. It's like, I can't have a personal opinion without them retaliating about my personal opinion or my ideas or censoring me or even taking me to court because I hurt someone's feelings. No one gives a fuck about your feelings. No one gives a fuck about my feelings. The only person who should give a fuck about their fucking feelings is that individual. Me. I care about my feelings. But I'm going to set aside if you say something that offends me. I don't care. That's your opinion. That's your personal opinion. That's your idea. That's your ideology. You believe in something. Good for you. Fine. I'm not going to say, well, I disagree. It's fine. You can disagree or agree to disagree. That's a freaking conversation. It's back and forth. And you can come to the terms of, now I understand. This thoughts, ideas thrown back and forth to understand a certain idea or statement. That's the whole point of having a personal opinion and having your own ideas, is to debate and say, now I can understand that opinion or I can understand that statement. I understand why you want to debate this. That's the whole point. It's a discussion, conversation. Now we can't even have conversations. Now we can't speak our minds. Well, fuck that. I speak my mind all the time. And YouTube will probably shut me down because YouTube is also part of the woke culture. They're like, oh, we can't say that. Oh, you can't say that. We're going to have to give you a warning. We're going to have to shut you down. Go ahead. But let me tell you this. As soon as you shut me down, or anybody that's similar to me, canceling people is silencing people for having a personal opinion or an idea, which is illegal and very socialist type of government. It's completely wrong. It's wrong. And those of you who feel that because your feelings are hurt, or they hurt your emotions, do like what we did when we grew up in school. There was bullies, and what we just grew thicker skin, and we ignored certain people. We didn't let it get to us. We got tougher. We didn't force our ideologies down people's throats. Oh, I believe in God, so therefore you should believe in God. I believe that you're retarded, so therefore you should believe it. No! You have a mind of your own. Use it. And if your mind tells you that, oh, well, you know what? There's 500 different genders in my mind. Well, everybody's a legend in their own mind, but it doesn't mean that it's correct or true or factual. It's just an idea, an opinion. And you can have your opinion. And you can stick it up your ass. I don't care. So, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. And I don't care either, because there's hate. There's love. There's everything else. I say this with love, in order to keep a society from destroying itself within. Because that's what's happening. And everybody's going to be like, what the fuck is this guy on about? Well, if you don't know what I'm on about, then do your own research, look around. It's all over the news. It's all over regular shows. It's in everything. The agendas, it's in everything. It's laced with everything. But I tell you that to tell you this. The only reason I'm saying this is because I'm tired. Tired of seeing it, tired of hearing it, tired of losing friendships over it. I'm like, you know what? You got the trans community, you got the LGBTQ, whole entire alphabet, and throw the whole numerical equation in there too. Just throw fractions in there too. Why not? Just keep adding to it. People will never address that is a psychological issue, that is a mental health problem. They rather feed that problem and make the people feel happy, rather than letting them grow and become better people of society. Productive group, as you would say. Instead of being giant fucking adult babies that complain and wail, and you be the person in the room yelling the loudest to say, acknowledge me and my ideas and my opinions. Fuck you and your ideas and your opinions, and I say that with love. It's much love. If you really think that there are 500 genders, fine. You can think that all you want, but you cannot spread it around thinking that it is general education, that it is factual. No, you can't, because it's wrong. And if you believe that is correct, then you need to reevaluate yourself, your health, your mental state of being, and your education. And if you feel that in your mind that I'm okay, I'm fine, everything's fine up here, I believe that I'm right, I believe I'm okay, still go seek a therapist, a psychologist. But you won't even get help there, because it's encouraged to continue to feed you, continue to add to your own thoughts of imagination and self creativity of this illusion or delusion, I should say, because now they're being taught psychologists to just feed it to you instead of helping you. Yes, that is correct. If you don't believe me, look it up yourself. They're basically telling psychologists to accept this behavior as normal. And it's not normal. Sorry, it's a mental disorder. So why are we not helping our people? Instead of, instead of helping people, we are sowing our seeds of chaos. And who is the king of chaos? Who likes to sow chaos among people and have them fight against each other? Satan. Believe what you will. Believe what you will. But that's my belief. Oh yeah, and let me state it again. There's only two genders. Scientifically, factually, and biblically. And if you have a problem with understanding that there's only two genders, then there's a problem up here. Seek help. Seriously. And all love, with all due respect and everything. I don't want to, you're going to be pissed off regardless, but I'm telling you, go seek help. A lot of us don't want to seek help because we're like, I don't need help. I'm fine. I feel fine. I look fine. I think okay. I don't have any problems. Most of us don't even know that we have a problem. But I would reach out to therapists, psychologists, and just remember, therapists and psychologists are going to continue to feed you and say everything is okay. And say that, okay. So you believe there's 500 genders? Okay, fine. There's 500 genders. They're going to agree with you. And if they agree with you, then that means they're not there to help you. Sorry, they're not there to help you. They're just following along with the government and everything else because the government likes to sow discord and chaos as well. Why? Because if you don't know, then you'll never know. The government has many agents of evil seated in it since 1947, from what I can recall. Yeah, the government's been corrupted since then. It might be 46. 46 or 47. Anyway, that's according to my research. I'm not saying that I'm 100% right. I'm not saying that I'm 100% wrong. This is my personal beliefs. This is my personal opinion. And if you can't accept that, then you might want to check yourself mentally. We all have health problems. We all have problems. We all have issues that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. How we react to those issues, how do we treat these issues, how we respond to these issues is what defines us. If somebody says something on TV or YouTube that you don't like, and you get all upset and righteous, self-righteous and high almighty, that you're better than everybody else, and they're wrong and you're right, I'll tell you like every little grandma back in the day would tell you. Oh, bless your little heart. If you can't say anything positive, then don't say anything at all, and keep it to yourself. But I'm just going to end with, in all seriousness, seek help. Even though you feel like you don't need help, seek help. Okay? and stop this nonsense. Stop the chaos. Let's help one another as brothers and sisters that we're meant to be. Humans were meant to help each other, not fight against one another. I really mean it with love. I may not look like it or sound like it, but I truly mean it with love. Now, you can change the channel, or you can continue to watch the rest of this episode, which is just a regular mail call from my whatnot. If not, I completely understand. But even if you're upset with me, even if you're offended with me, just do this one thing. Seek help. Even though you feel that there's nothing wrong with you, do it anyway. The results might surprise you. Ask your friends what they really feel like. Or are they just following along with the flow of things? Are they following along with the flow of cancel culture? Because all you're doing is silencing people, and it's wrong to silence somebody for their personal opinion or beliefs. Anyways, I wish you all health, wealth, and God bless you. Alright, dudes and dudettes, it's another mail call. I don't know what day this is going to be, but it's cold and chilly right now, so yeah, that's why I'm wearing the hoodie. And also, I didn't feel like combing my hair, so that's also why I'm wearing the hoodie. There you go. Now you know the secret. Mail call. It's only 2 packages today. One feels heavier than the other, so I don't know, but we'll figure it out, right? I'm a little worried about one, because it's this big, giant crease. Yeah. It's not 100% straight, but it's not super bent either, so a little worried about that one. Let's do that one last. Let's do this other one first. And you really shouldn't tape your packages so damn tight. Not good. That's what we get. I remember these. Yeah, that doesn't look good because I don't know if that's the sleeve, the bag, or that's inside the comic book. Oh well. It's a black cover, so it would be impossible, to grade these black covers. So, Ghost Rider Wolverine Weapons of Vengeance, Alpha 1. And then we got Silver Surfer number 10. You guys are all familiar with that one, right? I feel like I got a frog in my throat this morning. And this, I don't know why I got this. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina number 1. And then this, of course, it's 90s, baby. I love the 90s. It's not perfect condition, but it's better than nothing. Warlock and the Infinity Watch, number 1. Okay. This one seems pretty heavy, so let's open this one. Oops. It says $3. I don't know. If there isn't one thing that chaps my buttocks, it's comic books that are not sealed. That really pisses me off. That's pretty cool. Web of Carnage, number 1. That's pretty cool artwork. What's the artwork by? I can never figure out the initials, but it's pretty good. Pretty good artwork. I have to tape this later, and the other ones later. The other ones are upside down. Look at that. It's just horrible with the flap just, flopping around like that. Venomize, number 1. Interesting. Return of Wolverine, number 1, variant edition, and it's just so weird. This is done by Parillo, but it's such a weird Wolverine looking. And he has 2 different eye colors. Like, when did that happen? You look really close. He has 2 different colored eyes. And this one I don't remember. The Immortal Hulk 17 variant edition is when She-Hulk turns into a Red Hulk, Red She-Hulk. And it says beta at the top, right? Oh? No, it's not. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm seeing things. I don't even know why I got this either. It's got some damage on it already. Anyways, I'm a big fan of old Nintendo, certain games from old Nintendo, NES. Alpha Betas did a homage to the old game called Contra, but I'm a little pissed off because it's kind of woke. And when I say woke, you guys can get mad all you want. Gender swapping. I mean, the original Contra was two white guys, and there was nothing wrong with that. But I don't know who these characters are, so I guess it would have to be that way. I don't know anything about these characters. I just thought it was cool because there's no mods to Contra, but whatever. That's the way going woke is, in my terms, is the whole thing Disney's been doing with all the freaking Marvel movies, and then they wonder why all their Marvel movies suck. My definition of woke is basically gender swapping, race swapping, characters that they weren't a certain race or gender before. And I'm like, if it's in the comic book, you know, if it's in the comic book, then follow the comic book. But Marvel hasn't been doing that for quite some time, which is upsetting. But hey, whatever, right? But I can't. The comic geek nerd in me says I can't. I can't just lay back and take it because Marvel continues doing the same thing. Like right now, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds and one of the writers, I can't think of his name right now, a friend of Ryan. All three of them are fighting against Disney right now because they're ruining Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3 has like 30 minutes of other footage from Wolverine's origins that they're trying to put into the movie, and they cut it all out because it was too violent for the film. But the film was supposed to be a rated R anyway. And all these leaks and everything that are coming out, they're ruining the movie as well. So Ryan is pretty pissed off about that. Hugh Jackman is pissed off because they cut out a lot of parts that he did, and he's pissed off about that because he spent a lot of hours working on it. So I'd be pissed too. And so they all agreed that they're not going to be promoting the movie until Disney decides to fix the movie the way it was intended to be. And this is just sources from what I've seen on YouTube and the news and the emails, not emails, what do you call it? What do you call it? Oh my God, I can't even think this morning. Anyways, from online websites that I've been reading. Anyway, so that battle's going on, and I hope they win. I really do. I hope they, you know, Disney's kind of pissed off where they're not going to hire Ryan Reynolds to do anything anymore. Ryan Reynolds, talking like I'm drunk. Ryan Reynolds to do anything anymore because he's been putting up such a fight to keep his stuff in the movie, and I'm just like, dude, like, there's nothing wrong with that. Especially if he's trying to, when he's trying to keep it close to a comic book or anywhere near the comic book, let him do his thing. He's fine. I didn't see the movie Marvels, but apparently there's this end credit scene where Beast comes out, and Beast looks like, if you remember the X-Men 1990s X-Men cartoon, Beast looks exactly like that, animated. They did a good job with that. And of course, it's Kelsey Grammer doing the voice again. Not as good as he did it in that X-Men movie when he played Beast. X-Men 2, I think it was. But that was pretty cool. I'm hoping and praying that Disney comes out of their wackiness and fixes all these movies that are supposed to be coming out this summer and the following summer, 24 and 25. A lot of movies are going to be coming out 24, 25, 26. But Disney continues to do this with stupid Bob Iger on the board. Bob Iger is just an idiot. Eventually, he's probably going to end up selling Marvel to someone else, or Disney altogether to somebody else like Apple. And we don't need it to go to Apple, because that would be just going to another Disney, basically, where they'll just continue to ruin it. They'll just continue to ruin Stan Lee's franchise. And I'm tired of these people ruining everything. They're ruining our culture, they're ruining our society, they're ruining our rights, and trying to erase our history as well. So, if you don't like me talking about it, well, you can always change the channel. You know, I'm not anybody popular or famous, so whatever. I'm speaking my mind. If you don't like it, I think you should try it sometime. And stop being told what to do in society where we were born to be free. If you're born to be free, why the fuck you're gonna follow somebody that's telling you to do what to do, how to act, how to feel, what not to say? That's not freedom. That's limiting your rights or taking your rights away altogether just because you have an opinion, just because you have a brain that's rational, capable of rational thought and common sense, to things that are now disappearing in our society. And I'm sorry for the whole rant. Okay, I woke up bad today. I went to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. So, whatever. And I'm not looking forward to this work week. You got a lot of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to be doing 10-hour shifts, so I'm not looking forward to it, but whatever, right? Us poor people got to do what we can in order to stay a little bit above being poor. And people see me with all these comic books and all these videos, and like, dude, you're poor. Why are you buying all these books? $1 here, $1 there. It's not much, okay? And the majority of these that I get are free. So, whatever. But I will tell you sometime next week, hopefully by the end of this next week, I got 2 important books coming. Extremely important books. And when I say extremely important books, they're not even Hulk books. Okay? These are investments that maybe I'll hold on to for a couple years and then sell them later down the road, or maybe I'll keep them. You know, I don't know. But these are investments, and I think they're worth holding on to for a while. And let's put it this way. If I add it to my collection, that means I'll have 3 books or 4 books signed by actors. Yeah, actual actors. And not background actors, not standby actors, not extras, actually main character actors. So, yeah. Can't wait to get my sticky fingers on that. But anyways, again, sorry for the rant. And if you got offended, hey, it's okay if you got offended. You know why? Because it tells me that you have become weak living in our society. Okay? It's not your fault if you're constantly interacting with it 24/7, constantly being told to be, oh, you need to be politically correct. Oh, you need to not say that. You need to not speak your mind. You need not to have opinions. You need to just throw common sense out the window. I know I'm going to start all kinds of crap with this video, but you know what? I don't give a shit. Why? Because it's the American way. I don't give a shit. Nobody gives a shit about my feelings. Why should I give a shit about yours? The only person who gives a shit about your feelings is you yourself. And who takes care of you? You. Nobody else. Think about that for a minute. Let that sink in. I'm sorry, I just woke up pissed off today, I guess. I got a lot of things on my mind, a lot of things going on with my family and everything else. So I'm pretty on the edge. Um, a lot of things pissed me off this weekend. And it's none of your guys' fault. I don't know you guys' views, religions, or anything else, and that doesn't matter. And as long as you guys are happy, healthy, that's all that really matters. And hopefully, you're free and not enslaved to the political correctness and wokeness of this society that we're living in today, which is freaking horrible. They're ruining our culture, ruining our movies, ruining our history, or they're trying to erase our history. And then they're also trying to rewrite laws and take away our freedoms. But seems like nobody even notices. There's only like 4 people on media that actually care, which is ridiculous. They're going after Jordan Peterson, if anybody knows who that is. They're going to try to take away his license to practice. And they're probably going to get rid of him so he won't be able to teach anymore at the university. They're just trying to get rid of him altogether. Why? Because, hey, he's talking common sense and he's preaching First Amendment rights, which is freedom of speech. We can't let that happen. If he has freedom of speech and he continues to support this, then our crazy ideas won't work on the society. It's ridiculous. And me as a little man, I see myself as a little man, unknown, unpopular. Nobody knows me. Nobody cares about me. Not that that really matters. But they always say your one man can make a big difference. I don't know. Honestly, don't know if that's true or not in today's society anyway. Because as soon as you speak up, they slap duct tape on your face to cover your mouth from speaking. They do everything they can to make you the enemy for speaking your mind. Longest rant ever. But like I said, I guess I'm a grumpy old man at an early age. Oh well. But like I said before, if any of you got offended because of me talking about wokeness and all this other crap, you need to recalculate your life and where you are currently. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with you. I'm just saying that you're probably in a situation where you thought everything was okay. It's not. Rethink everything. Think for yourself. Don't just follow the flow. Because that's what seems like everybody's doing with this woke culture crap. They're just following the flow. Oh, I hurt your feelings? I'm sorry. Let me bend over, grab my ankles, and let you fuck me over into losing my rights and my freedom of speech and everything else. Because it makes you feel better. No, thank you. I will rather not do that. And I hope you feel the same. If not, no worries. You can click the unsubscribe button or stop watching my videos altogether. I don't care. Freedom of choice. Anyways, whoever you are. Oh, let me throw this wrench in the cogwheels. There are only 2 genders. Scientifically and biblically, there are only 2 genders. If you can't deal with that, I suggest you do your homework and stop creating your own ideology. Because it's wrong to force your ideologies on other people. Saying that there are 2 genders is not forcing the ideology. It's stating a simple fact that has always been and hopefully will always be. It's a fact. Scientifically, biblically, there is no other way. And it should be left that way. So, if you get all angry and everything about it, like I said, change the channel or unsubscribe. Because I don't care. I mean, I do care. But not enough to understand your feelings. Because a lot of these people that we're dealing with today's society are suffering from a mental illness called gender dysphoria. And instead of treating the problem, they're exacerbating it by not treating the problem medically, psychologically. They're just feeding it, enabling it, and to spread like a disease among our society. And I, for one, will not yield. Have a good day.